He married my sister, now we're living together. Roommates in love.
We held that one pretty good.
Hello, Timothy.
Hello, Tomathus.
Tomathus. Tomathus is new. That sounds like a rare rock that you would collect.
Yeah, it's like when you crack it open and it's like they look like little diamonds, but they're like a fun purple. And you're like, oh, wow, it's like one of those rare Tomathuses that you don't find very often.
In a Tomathus, it's got little rifts inside.
Yeah, Adam Sandler bought it from these people in Africa and then resold it for like 1.2 million and then put it all on Kevin Garnett on a parlay. And then he ended up getting shot in the face in the end.
Dude, did you just come up with that whole plot right now?
I mean, I don't want to say that
also,
I gave that to the
spoiler
Safdie brothers,
alert, dude.
Oh, it's an old movie, Tom.
It's like 2 years old.
Well, I'm sorry. You got to jump on these things. Have you not seen Uncut Gems?
No,
Uncut Tims?
Uncut Tims? Tims?
Tims.
Uncut Tims? You uncut?
Oh, damn. I didn't even think about that. Uncut Tims? No, I'm cut as hell, dude.
You're snipped?
I'm snipped. Also, I don't know why anybody would... Yeah, there's like this big thing of people like, don't cut my penis. You ever seen an uncircled peen? It's weird as hell.
I don't like looking at those sandworms.
I mean, if I was a woman and I went down, I'd be like, this thing, what is this? I don't want this around.
No, we are not uncut over here. We're not even roommates.
Not even roommates, dude. not even brothers-in-law, folks.
No, but we are circumcised.
Well, we are. We are clean peen having gene, gentlemen.
Whoa, that's
hey, how about this, Tom? I got to use our little catchphrase in the wild. How about this? So a guy hits me up. He like found me on Instagram. He runs like these shows in Massachusetts, and he like was like, "Give me a call. We've had these people come out." And I was like, "Oh, these are like good names." So he's talking to me on the phone. He's like, I saw yourself on Instagram. And he was like, really blah, blah. And he goes, and I also really like the videos that you made with, what is that? Is that your roommate or is that your brother-in-law? And I was like, oh, dude, we're not even roommates. We're not even brothers-in-law. I was like, but we are good friends. And I thought for some reason, I thought I was going to get like a big pop. And he was just like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh, so not a fan of the pod. Interesting.
He's like, why'd you whisper good friends? But
he's like, also, please stop making airplane noises. I don't even know what you're doing. But dude, I was like, oh, this is gonna get such a big pop. And he's like, oh yeah. Because I went from talking talking normally to like doing the cadence of that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, dude, we're not even roommates. We're not even in-laws, but we are good friends.
Good friends.
He's like,
he was like,
was that?
He was like, right. Okay, yeah, no, those were like really good. I was like, oh, what the fuck am I
roommates in love.
Oh man, I think I zoned out for like 4 minutes after that. Like, what the hell was that move? And I like chimed back in when he was like, yeah, so I mean, what do you think about that? And I was like, so good.
Like, that sounds like some cheese that I could rat. Fuck.
I mean, is there any chance of like rat against D or like what's the late looking like? He's like, I haven't understand one sentence you said to me this entire time.
I'm asking if I can bring my not roommate, not brother-in-law, but my good friend Tom to hit the feech butt.
Is there any room on a feech? But yeah, I don't know why I thought that was going to hit so hard with this guy that clearly doesn't listen to the podcast. But I was like, all right. But it was fun to say out in the wild.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Is that your roommate? Is that your in-law? No, but we are good friends.
We are good friends. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, just toss me the biggest softball of all time. I would have fully interrupted anything that he was continuing to try to say. I was getting the riff out.
Yep. Otherwise, it eats you alive.
I couldn't. I had to call him back. Hey, man, it's Tim again. Like, we're not even roommates.
I went on a walk. I tried to, it's still in there, and it's got to come out. I
just had to let you know we are good friends. Okay, later, man. Yeah, to stay in touch. Anywho, I had to get that out. Thought you'd get a little kick out of that.
I got a big kick out of that. That's fun.
So where are you at? I don't recognize this room.
I'm in the Soats, dude. I'm in Minnesota.
So it's my goats. Okay. Yeah. Wait, are you at the parents' house?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this is my formerly sister Katie's room. Oh, it's been a lot of the different sisters' rooms at times. But
Wait, you have a sister named Katie?
God, that's gonna
Gotta
hurt.
be.
She's a big fan of the pod.
Well, I mean, she's gotta be the oldest one, right?
She's second oldest. She's sister
Second oldest.
two.
Okay. Well, yeah, because the older ones, I know Nick, but the older ones are a little more.
Yeah, you know the one brother. It's a little easier to keep track of.
Yeah, the older ones are a little more mysterious for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They've got.
All right, let's just edit this part out. So sorry, Katie. Love you, Katie. Fuck.
I think she messaged me about the pod yesterday. I mean,
well, she's got to send it to the pod chat.
No, Katie, Tim doesn't care about you. Continue just texting me directly.
Katie, I would never. I mean, hey, Nick's hitting up the pod chat. He's sending me photos of you in a jersey that's too tight.
Oh,
sending me all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah, it's incredible. I found a teen 14, like a size 14 to 16 Kevin Garnett jersey in the basement. And I was like, this is going to look hilarious when I put it on. And then I put it on and it like almost fit.
It like kind of fit decently well.
Yeah.
I found one of those.
Kind of look yoked in it.
I found an old Orlando Magic Shaq jersey that I had, similar vibe. And I was so pumped. It was like mint condition. I was like, oh, this rules. And then my nephew was just like, oh, can I have that?
You kind of can't say no to the nephew. No, it's mine.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, I haven't seen this in when was I 9 years? I haven't seen this in 12 years. So I'm like, I like, and then you go through the thing where I'm like, I do not want to give this away, but I didn't even know that this still existed. So why am I saying no? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So instead, what'd you do? Just Sparta kicked your nephew and said,
no, it's just dude. Yeah, I was very begrudging. I was like, yeah, I guess, man, if you want it that bad, but I've had this it was like a gift. I've had it for years, but yeah, man, if you really want it, I guess you can have it.
Yeah, if it means something to you, I guess.
Which I don't know how it possibly would, but you know, you don't even remember Shaq and Penny back in the day, so it's kind of weird that you would even want something like this. But yeah, man, take it. Sure, cheers, dude.
He's like, no, I said, do you want a bag or not? Sir, this is a CBS.
Oh, shit. Oh, you're not even my nephew. You're my dad. By the way, shout out to the fan art king himself.
Oh, my God.
Hitting us with the dang whatcha-diggy. Boy, I got a big fat laugh out of that.
Yeah, Al sent us a in this house, we believe. If you haven't seen it, well, we'll throw it on like our story highlights or something. So
we tossed it on the gram the other day, but boy, is it a heater. Do I have it pulled up here?
So funny. Yeah, will you read it, please?
Really made me laugh. And
it was house, it looks like one of the yard signs that's like in this house. It's the liberal.
It's like love is love. We believe in
they
science.
cover like every. It's all categories that have nothing to do with each other. It's water is life, science is real, love is love.
Yeah, it's like you shouldn't club homeless people to death. Seals are animals, and we're like, yeah, everyone believes this shit. This one is what it looks like. In this house, we believe that all gut, no butt is a job requirement. Biscoffs are nourishing. Tom is usually pre-check. You are definitely missing this train. Old fashions are a mystery, and Air Marshal blows my head off.
So good.
That rules very, very
well
hard.
Well done. To quote my good friend Tim Smith, that's a 10 out of 10.
Stone cold 10 out of 10, some are saying.
Yeah. Oh, man. I had a couple, not a zero. This is like potential zero. Okay. And this is rare because for as many flying zeros as we've had, I don't think we've ever had a pilot get nominated.
Pilot zero. I mean, you really hate to see that, though.
Well, this was just kind of an out of pocket scenario, and I was flying up to Minnesota, and I moved to an earlier flight because we were getting hit with a bunch of snow. It's still snowing. Like it's been coming down, but it's on everyone's mind, whatever. It's, some delays, whatever. Pilot gets on. He's like, they are getting a lot of snow. We should be okay. But then basically just goes, he's like, yeah, this crew is actually flying to Cancun after this. I hope none of you get stuck in Minnesota. It seems terrible up there. And I was like, hey, man, people live here.
Yeah, I'm going home.
I was like, what the fuck? And and then I think he kind of caught it and he meandered his way like out of it. But He was just dunking on Minnesota for a second. He goes, yeah. Oh no, he goes, we're going up to Minnesota, the land of snow. Hopefully none of you get stuck here. This crew's actually going to Cancun afterwards, so sorry about that. And then
Hey, buddy, stick to the basics here.
dude,
What are you doing?
You're riffing on the snow?
We don't need a pilot going stream of consciousness on the intercom. Say how long the flight's going to be.
And
say we might experience some turbulence and say, hey, thanks for flying Delta. And leave it at that.
Instead, he goes, hey, you know that place you all spent money to get to? Heard it sucks.
Sucks. We're going to Cancun, actually. I'm going to get my dick sucked.
Anyone ever get their dinky sucked on the beach?
Probably not in fucking Minnesota. Dinky falls right off, dude. Freezes just all so cold. Hate it. Anywho. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of turbulence. We are on a Boeing jet, so I don't even know if we're gonna get there. Strap in, folks.
I mean, I was like, that's where it crosses into zero. Is like it was like kind of bad intent.
It was, but I don't know why. Like, is he just saying everyone is like on a layover in Minnesota?
Wait, you cut there for a second. Is he what?
Is he just like assuming everyone's on a layover in Minnesota? Like everyone's gonna just start slapping high fives? Like, yeah, it does suck there.
That was my thought. I was like, I think a lot of these people, this is their primary residence.
Their home. Here's what I think happened here. I think the pilot started going off on this tangent, and I think at some point the co-pilot kind of looked over like, what the fuck are you doing? And then he was like, anyway, so 36,000 feet. Sorry about everything.
Well, because he did say something at the end. I wish I wrote more down, but he said something like, no, it's, hope you enjoy your stay.
Oh, that seals it all up. Put a nice bow on it.
Yeah.
After just shitting all over it. But yeah, I don't know. Even that feels really sarcastic.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy your stay.
No, I don't know, man. You're really going to have to reach for it. But,
Once again, I'm going to be south of the border.
Oh, it's going to be so warm. My dick's going to be so hard the whole time. so many tits in my face.
Hot babes on the beach.
Yeah, those don't exist here in this frozen tundra. You guys are idiots for going to Minnesota. What are we doing?
I bet you guys wish I crashed this plane so you don't even have to go.
Everyone's like kind of taking their AirPods like, wait, what is
That's exactly what I was doing, dude. I had these headphones on. And I heard him say the first thing about Minnesota. I was like, oh, hold on. What?
Yeah, because you catch him going off script, and you're like, wait, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Well, and I thought maybe for a second he was going to give a weather update. And instead, I took off my headphones just to have my home state get dunked on.
Just shit on. Hey, yeah, folks, flying into Louisiana. It's kind of one of the fattest states in the country. So enjoy being a fat idiot in Louisiana.
Hope none of you have to talk to any family members here. That would suck.
Like,
Merry Christmas.
Nice. My mom lives here. My sweet mother lives here, asshole. A bold move. You know what I'm hoping? That sounds like rookie pilot behavior.
It kind of does. And it sounds like maybe that was the first time he went off script. And
fuck. I really hope he keeps it on the script next time.
He's got to stay to the path from now. Or you go off the path, you get lost.
Or if you're gonna do it, you gotta like build up the place that you're going. Hey, folks, it's a little snowy, but is there anything more beautiful than freshly fallen snow? You only get that in Minnesota, and everybody goes, "Yeah."
Everyone's like, "Wow, this guy seems nice."
Side note: I still will be getting my dick sucked in Cancun. I do want to make that very, very clear.
I want that to be clear. See that? You see that hot flight attendant? Yeah, she's coming.
It'll be her. And also, if you check your phones right now, I did just airdrop you a photo of my dick, and that is what's going to be getting absolutely slobbed on in Cancun.
And then I'm going to airdrop you a second one. This is my dick in Minnesota. See how much smaller it is?
See how much smaller it is? So blue.
Can't even see my nuts.
He just instantly, you see him just getting dragged out of the cockpit. Air Marshal blow his brains out immediately.
I was hoping an air marshal would blow his brains out.
I've been keeping my little eyes out for air marshals, and sometimes I'm like, that's got to be you. But recently I've been like, I don't know if I can spot this guy. It's a guy that's like, you know how people look, on a flight, people look exhausted or stressed out.
Yeah, it's a guy who's like neither.
It's the guy who's just at work, but he's not on his laptop. He's not. His shirt is tucked in for sure.
No gut either.
No gut. Maybe a slight gut.
Slight gut, but probably a butt too, though.
Probably caked up in the back, but it's a guy where you're like, okay, no headphones, staring straight ahead.
They really can't go. They can't even go undercover headphones, like AirPods not playing.
Yeah, maybe they got to do that, but I would think they need to be fully dialed in, right?
I mean, that's
save
classic.
the plane.
But hey, that's classic roommates-in-law undercover, though. I think I'm more dialed in if I have my AirPods in, but nothing's playing.
Because it's like that Louis joke where you're like, nobody knows who's down here. That's how I feel when my AirPods are in, but they're not on. I'm like, I can listen to anything I want right now.
I'm wearing the invisibility cloak in Harry
Exactly.
Potter.
Yes, yes. I'm listening to Kendrick Lamar absolutely rip Drake in his new verse, dude. You hear that heat?
No, I haven't heard it.
What? Oh, dude, let's get into
Damn, we got some beef?
Dude, they're beefing hard right now.
I love a diss track.
Dude, Kendrick Lamar dropped some heat the other day.
Fuck.
And now P. Diddy's on a plane to Antigua because he's all fucked up, and then bridges are falling over.
P. Diddy is really a bad guy, turns out.
Some are saying an evil man.
Yeah, sex trafficker. Drake, see, the thing is about Drake getting dissed, this actually makes sense because he hadn't been responding to my text the past couple of days. Have you heard from him much?
No, he's had his hands full. This is what's been hurtful.
He clams up, and then I'm like, dude, reach out. Talk to your friends, Drake.
It's like the bubbles, and then they go away. And then the bubbles, and then they go away. And I'm like, brother, just send it.
I see you. Call if you need to, dude.
Call if you need to talk it out. Call. We can go bar for bar with Kendrick. It'll be fine.
Yeah. God.
Right?
He got pissed at me because I called him Aubrey too last time because I thought it was like being serious and stuff. And he's like, dude, I don't go by Aubrey anymore. I'm like, I'm sorry, I've known you since Aubrey. You know?
Well, I mean, Tom, you should understand this more than anybody. I can't believe you would dead name somebody like this.
Yeah, it's tough. Somebody who goes by their middle name.
It's crazy. I can't believe you would make this mistake.
That is a wild misjudgment for me.
I'm gonna start calling me Michael Timothy just out of nowhere.
Wait, is your first name Michael?
No.
Oh, why would I go Michael Timothy then?
Because I just want to fucking switch it up.
Oh, okay. I was like, if your first name is Mike, my world, we might stop the pod right now because I got to take a walk.
You did just look genuinely horrified for a second.
I was like, how'd you? Also, it'd be hilarious to have
you were doing that thing where like a dog's confused. Your head was kind of tilting over a little bit.
Well, because I know people like my little sister. Her name's Mary Elizabeth. She goes by Lizzie.
Right.
But so I've known some people, but like between Michael and Timothy, it's like weird if Michael was your first name, it'd be like, well, why'd you pick Tim to go by?
Hey, what the hell?
Because Tim and Mike, not that wildly different, you know?
Tim and Mike?
Like if I was like Michael Thomas, but I went by Tommy, you'd be like, why not just Michael?
I don't look like a Mike, though. I think I do look like a Tim.
You do.
Right?
But I don't think it would be a crazy stretch. If you introduced yourself to someone who had never met you as Mike, I don't think they'd be like, huh.
Whoa. What?
Really?
Nah.
I just don't see it.
Not Mike. Definitely not Mike.
You're more of a Drizzy to me.
Yeah, it's something way more. You're more of like a Sebastian. I think we talked about this the other day. I don't know if I made this point, but I think the only way you can dress up the name Smith is alliteration. I think you got to go alliteration.
Sammy.
Sam Smith. That sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
But what other Sebastian Smith?
Stan.
That's no good.
Stan Smith is a tough one.
Stan Smith. No, I don't love Stan. But I mean, God, Steve Smith. Oh, my brother's absolutely ripping the alliteration.
You just realized that?
I didn't even think of that. Shout out Steve Smith. Cool last name.
What up, Steve? Thanks for listening from Albania. Or
Azerbaijan or wherever.
VPN comes in. Dude, we're over here thinking we have listeners in literally every Eastern European country.
I'm like, this is like kind of huge for us. We're like huge in the Eastern Bloc.
Yeah.
It's just incredible.
It's just Steve Smith trying to watch Netflix illegally or something.
It's just all these former USSR nations that Steve is like chiming in from. It's incredible.
He's like, well, you can actually stream the Pelicans directly there. So
the Pels, good pull from Tom.
Pretty good. I got a funny little ego check story for you.
Toss it at me.
So this has happened, 5 times maybe to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I've gotten recognized in public, and I think we said it the first time it ever happened, which was a pod listener in the Austin airport.
Shout out.
And we said it the first time it ever happened. It's cooler for us than it is for them, which is the funny moment. So
Absolutely.
you got to try to, like, force yourself to play it cool. So I get to Rosemont. I was hitting the feature for Kelsey at Zany's Rosemont.
Rosie.
I'm there a little early, so I grab a coffee and I walk around that mall. And I'm just I'm walking, and this guy makes eye contact with me as I'm like leaving this store, and like kind of like tracks me. And I was like, huh. I thought maybe a comic for a second. Then I'm like, oh, he did, whatever. And he comes up, and I got headphones in. And he comes up and he taps me on the shoulder, and I'm pretending I didn't notice him. And I was like, hey, what's up? And he's like, hey, and I was like, here it goes. And he's like, I'm with a non-denominational church. I'm inviting people to Bible study. And I was like, fuck.
He taps you on the shoulder. You're like, all right, I'll sing the jingle one time, but then that's it. We're roommates.
That was so funny, dude. I'm like instantly just hated myself.
I mean, well, that's one where you really start, because if that is what he wanted and you were correct, everything in your brain tracks and it's fine. You're not a psychopath.
Yeah.
But when it's not that at all, you're like, I am bordering on a piece of shit.
Sociopathic.
Yeah.
Everyone who talks to me in public, I'm like, they must be a fan.
Yeah, big fan. This guy couldn't help himself. Came and tapped me on the shoulder. Damn, I didn't notice he was carrying 14 Bibles.
Yeah.
Probably should have clocked that.
I didn't notice the colonial woman standing next to him.
Oh, damn. Yeah, he is carrying a huge cross with a crown of thorns on his head. Hey, sorry about that, dude.
Crown of thorns. I just don't even really hear what he says about the things, and I'm like, no, it shows at 7:30.
Yeah, I'm hitting the feature over here, and then I'm gonna be back. And I actually came up in Chicago. Did a lot of. That's where I started.
Is that?
And then I was in LA for a little.
I'm guessing you probably saw me out here for the first time, right?
Yeah, no, I was actually running verified last for a little while, but yeah, appreciate you coming out. The guy's just absolutely baffled. Dude, that is so fucking embarrassing. That because at least like you didn't say it. And it's weird because you only have to live in that embarrassment in your own mind.
Oh yeah, I did walk around the mall for another 20 minutes and I couldn't stop thinking about anything.
Probably you started walking a little bit faster too.
Well, yeah, but maybe slower. I was really just like, hey, what was that? Why did I just assume that?
See, when I'm in a self-hate spiral, I mean, I'm clocking, it's a 4.340 and I'm not even running. It was
so funny because externally I didn't behave any differently than like a normal stranger that he probably went up and talked to that day. But in my head, I was like, that was humiliating.
Yeah, it's in your own mind. And you're going, what in dang tarnation is happening in my mind for me to do that?
Took out the AirPod. And then I was also like, now I got to sit and listen to this pitch. Because I kind of was like, I looked like willing to talk to him because I thought I was about to get my dinky sucked in Cancun.
Well, here we go. It's compliment time. Yeah, which joke's your favorite, dude?
Oh, man.
Oh, okay. So what was his pitch? Any good?
He said, we're inviting people to Bible study. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't live here. He goes, oh, where do you live? And I go, Los Angeles. And I don't know why I'm talking to him at this point. I go, Los Angeles. He goes, guess what? We got a huge chapter out there. And I go, I'm Catholic. And he goes, it's okay if you're part of another religion. And I go, I'm going to hell. See you later.
See ya. No, sorry. The only reason I took my AirPods out because I thought I was going to be a compliment sandwich here. I thought you were taking me to Compliment Town,
sir. I thought you were about to hit Zaynetown and Rosie. Throw me a compliment.
Oh, sorry, bud. No guesties for you. We're all packed out tonight.
No,
maybe you could rat one on the lay, but I don't think you could feed. Maybe a guestie. Oh my God. Yeah, that's humiliating. I think we've all experienced that here and there, Tom. I think we've all been there.
Sure. Yeah.
I had a guy make eye contact with me the other day in the subway platform, but this is a different thing. I mean, you're in Rosie. That's kind of that's a wholesome part of town.
Yeah, eye contact in the subway is horrifying.
I'm on the G train in Brooklyn, and I kind of noticed this guy looking at me, and I'm just like, fucking goddamn. Okay, and your brain just goes to that thing of
which way did your brain go? Murder Town, or this guy recognizes me from shows?
It was murder at first. And then
I guess it's the same thing, actually.
It kept yeah, that's true. Because I mean, if he saw me at a show, it was absolute Murder Town.
It was Murder Town.
But then I'm like, oh, so maybe I don't know, maybe he's like a stand-up fan, and so he's when people are obviously the guy did the same thing to you, where they're like looking at you a lot and they're saying, "Hey, acknowledge me" with their eyeballs.
Yes. And
so I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He's like, is the platform closed over there?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then we just kept it moving.
And that was it.
And that was it.
Interesting. But he was like, were you
I
the
don't know
only
why.
one on the train with him?
Not really. And this is what blew my mind, is we've gone over this ad nauseum. You have an approach me face. I do not have an approach me face.
I think you got more of an approach me face than you think.
Well, people ain't approaching, Tom.
You don't have an approach me personality.
Okay, now we're having fun.
Had you already talked to this guy?
Right when I took now looking back on it, I was like, "The fuck do you want?" And he was like,
Okay. Come up with a question really quick. He's tell him you saw him.
Is the train alive? You don't have an approach me personality. God damn it! I think I'm getting nicer.
I think you are.
I think some are saying I've always been nice, but
I think you've always had it in you.
It's in there deep.
You've never let it out, but it's getting there.
Shout out to the Riddler, dude.
Wow, I really do love those glasses.
Are they the best? My brother got me these. I think we told you this. We used to collect these when we were little tykes.
Mm-hmm. Wait, where did they used to? Was it McDonald's?
Mickey D's.
Yeah.
Back when they used to give out back in the day, Tom, when they used to give out real gifts.
Is that's not glass? It's
plastic. Oh, that's glass, baby.
They used to give out glasses
to children
in a Happy Meal.
In a Happy Meal to children.
McDonald's, what happened? What did you cut? Just slash the budget by $1 million?
Yeah, dude. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. They're doing the same thing at Boeing. That's why they're falling out of the sky. Now, so we used to collect these bad boys, and then shout out Steve Smith, the alliteration king.
I mean, it's of our listeners who are not watching.
Oh, right. It's a great little glass with the Riddler on it. This is when what Batman would that have been?
Michael.
Probably
Keaton.
with no, not Keatown. It had to have been Clooney.
Yeah. Yes.
Had to have been the Clunes.
Well,
and then this was
68.
This was hey Tom. Yes, it was Adam West actually.
Wow, good pull.
This is when they're going boom and pow. But yeah, see, there's a whole set, and this is when our good friend Jim Carrey was the Riddler.
God, that rips.
So I'm drinking a little ski out of this thing right now.
Love that for you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm happy for you. Oh, wait, fuck. I forgot the other half of this story. I just saw my notes.
Huge. Lay it on me.
I was already embarrassed. I think we might have talked about this once on the pod. But I was already embarrassed before this guy didn't recognize me. I had ordered a Starbucks it's not even from like a real Starbucks. It's like those, like in a mall, there will kind of be like a Starbucks like in the middle walking area.
Little kiosk.
Yeah, it's above. I would say it's a step above a kiosk. It's almost like food truck adjacent.
Okay, all right.
Whatever.
I'm with you.
It's like a little semi-permanent coffee shop in the middle.
Shitty coffee shop.
Bad Starbucks.
Yeah.
And I wanted a little chai latte, but a dirty chai latte is with a little shot of espresso in there. But then remember, I think we talked about this I was at some Starbucks and I said, can I get a dirty chai with another shot? So 2 shots. And they said, that's a filthy chai.
Yeah. I remember this horny ass order.
Yeah, because it's so horny. Can I get
it's the horniest drink I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Can I get a filthy little chai latte?
It's like blowjob shot. Because that's a thing, right?
Yeah,
it's like blowjob shot,
yeah.
Sex on the beach, filthy chai latte.
Filthy chai. It's so now that's in the brain, and I kind of just let it live there. And so I go up to order, and I said, "Can I get a filthy chai latte?" And this barista, I mean, she spit her drink out. She had never heard it before.
I mean, Tom. So filthy
Dude,
filthy chai was this happened in L.A. right?
Yes, but I don't know where it happened, but it was at a.
You're in Rosemont, Illinois.
I know, but I believe it was at a different Starbucks. So I'm like, they all go through the same training. It's a corporate program.
And you're asking for a filthy chai latte. I think I would go through the process every time of ordering a dirty chai latte with the extra shot, and then have them say, actually, that's a filthy chai latte. And then I would go, oh, wow, I've never heard that before. I don't know if I would ever have the stones to walk up cold right after a guy's just like, can I get a black coffee? And you're like, can I have a filthy chai latte?
Can I have a filthy little slutty chai latte? Can I have like one of the sluttiest, horniest drinks you could make?
Wait, so so the barista did react appropriately.
She burst out laughing. And then as I'm like, whoa, because like, you know, that she turns, she's like, Rebecca, did you hear that? Now I'm getting bullied in the middle of the Rosemont Mall.
Oh, yes, absolutely getting toasted.
And I go,
that guy heard you, and he was like, this guy needs Jesus. We can probably get him in. Yeah. This guy's having a tough time.
Immediately, it's amazing how quickly my ego can rebound.
Oh, yeah, because right after that, you're like, it's probably a big fan.
Probably a bunch of fans following me around in here, also ordering filthy chai lattes.
Oh, a lot of Bibles for a fan, but all right, I'll take whatever I can get.
God.
So, I mean, were you able to explain this at all in a way where they even came close to believing you?
I said, well, you know, like, is that not a term? And she goes, I've never heard that before. And I go, well, you know, dirty chai latte. She goes, yeah. And I go, I was told filthy is with an extra shot. And she goes, all right, I kind of get it, but that's not a term. And I was like, well, I heard it how about this? What if I killed myself?
What is so?
What about that?
Can I get just a filthy little 9mm Glock?
One bullet, please.
Put it in my dirty little mouth. Blow my sweet, sexy little brains out.
You don't happen to have an air marshal back there, do you?
Dude, that's so funny. What I'm really hoping is that barista, wherever this happened, just set you up.
Oh, the first, yes, that's what my brain went back to. I was like, I gotta find whatever coffee and go back and punch that guy in the face.
I've been reading about the CIA, Tom. This is a classic case of some misinformation.
Also, now that I'm saying it, I said as soon as I said I gotta punch that guy in the face, I know exactly what it is. Not at a Starbucks. It's at my local coffee shop in LA. So there was no reason to believe that the sweet barista.
There was no corporate training on that one, Tom.
God damn it.
Yeah, can I get a filthy? Wait, what is a filthy?
Filthy, yeah.
Can I get a filthy chai latte? You almost have to say that in a horny voice.
Well, filthy doesn't ever come out normal.
No, it doesn't.
Filthy
at all. Filthy.
Hey, can I have just like a cum covered muffin too?
Because it's not like you can't try to say that not in a horny voice. You can't.
Of a filthy chai latte.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll call you back in 2. Can I get a filthy chai latte? Actually, that works.
Yeah, it did kind of work.
But I am a Juilliard trained actor, so that's different.
I mean, you can live in a different reality than the rest of us.
God, I can just really project different characters at any time that I want.
But they're all living within you.
It's crazy how talented I am sometimes.
I bet you could play a Mike.
I could be a Mike?
I think you could do it. Despite how far away from having a Mike face as you are, I think you could do it.
I mean, there were years of my life where I was waiting to turn into Michael Jordan. I think I told you this. I asked my mom
Michael
when I was
Jackson.
No, I used to practice dancing like Michael Jackson
okay.
for hours every single day. Did get close to perfecting it, but did ask my mom when I was a very young man when I was going to turn black because I wanted to be Michael Jordan because I played basketball. So did he. And she said, I don't think it's going to happen.
She said, no, but here's some face paint.
And she goes, here you go. Now run off, go to school, and have fun.
Take a picture.
It's like, Danny, where's your, what is it called? Where's your, fuck?
Fuji film? No.
It's like shoe, is it shoe polish?
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Get Tim some shoe polish. He wants to play basketball. That was a tough one.
It would look like the Jimmy Kimmel one because you already look like Kimmel. And he did
Oh,
blackface,
shit.
famously.
Tough look for Kimmel.
That was a hard one.
Tough look. No, that wasn't Kimmel. That was Fallon.
I think Kimmel did it too, didn't he?
Boy, I think everybody was. Drake also did it.
Drake did?
Yeah.
He's black, though.
Yeah, but it was not great.
Oh, God.
It was not good. Back in the day, Drake. Tough look.
Oh, no, Drizzy. Aubrey.
I know.
I got to call that guy. I'm just going to call him after this. Try to get a hold of him.
He's got a couple of heaters in his back pocket, but, it's sometimes you can't get away from the blackface, Tom. Yeah. Boy, Tom, how about this? I'm at a show the other night. This is like the beauty of stand-up comedy is guys hanging out at this show. I don't know who in dang tarnation he is. He gets tossed up for he ratted a guestie kind of like a pro. Loving a rat. Full rat town, and he got rewarded with a big 5-minute stack of cheese. And he gets up, and I'm like, I'll see what this guy's all about. Bippity boppity boo. It was probably the most I've enjoyed stand-up comedy.
Incredible.
In 5 years. Watching this guy do 6 minutes. It was so weird and so funny.
Who was it?
The way that he was behaving on stage was so bizarre. And he's talking about how he is he's a manic. And so when he goes into mania, he will actually believe that he's the Messiah. Like he will believe that he is the second coming of Christ. And then, when he comes back all the way down, and it just made me laugh so hard because he was like, isn't that like embarrassing? Like describing that you thought you were the Messiah as embarrassing.
Isn't that kind of embarrassing?
Like ordering a filthy chai latte is embarrassing.
That's embarrassing. Yeah.
Truly believing that you're the Messiah is something else.
Yeah, but it is also embarrassing.
Embarrassing is one of the ways to describe it. That just made me laugh so fucking hard. So that I'm talking to our good friend Donnie Human after.
Yeah.
And so this guy was like one of the guys. Like back in the day, it was like him, Morel, Norman, List.
Okay.
He was like in that fucking crew that were all the heater, but then his his mental health got the best of him. And he like fell into mania and how all that stuff goes, but he has like a good grip on it now. But it was just like this guy is just out in the world.
Just being incredible.
And you would just never know. This random guy on the G train asking me if the platform is shut down.
He would never know.
An incredibly talented, hilarious, crazy comedian. It was just I was like, it's one of those things where you're like, now this is like revigorating my love for stand-up comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's, I think you skipped a syllable in there. Revigorating.
No, it's reinvigorate.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know. What did you say?
I said reinvigorate.
I think you said revigorating. Now neither one sounds right.
Well, we're going to have to listen to it on
this
the playback,
guy's
dude.
Lighting a fire under you.
This guy's flaming a torch.
This guy
blew
my head off.
Yeah. But it was one of those things,
awesome.
You go to a show, you kind of know what you're going to see. You kind of know who's bopping it boo.
It can kind of snap you out of that,
it was like
a little bit where you kind of like, oh shit. All right. Yeah. That's borderline hero of the week right there.
Yeah. I mean, a huge hero of the week. And then I got up after and had probably one of the more fun sets I've had in a really long time. And I think it was that guy. I was like, oh,
he's fun. I want to be fun.
This isn't like a serious, you're allowed to get up and have fun doing comedy.
God, aren't you?
Hey, Tom, we're doing comedy.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun.
But boy, this guy, shout out. What an absolute pleasure to watch.
Can
Truly
you say
hilarious.
His name, or you want to preserve his
No, I mean, I don't know why I would.
You're like, no, I didn't learn his name. This guy changed my life. I have no idea.
Wait, I think it's John.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
John F. O'Donnell.
John F. O'Donnell.
I mean, just
sounds like an author in the early 1900s.
Yeah, he does. It sounds like he revolutionized writing. But just, I mean, what a real treat to watch. When someone just has a way of speaking that you're like, oh, this is just not how I've heard anybody speak before.
Mm-hmm.
Never really encountered somebody that behaves this way.
I love that.
Just good old fashioned fun. And then it's like, oh, let's have some fun on stage.
I'm supposed to be having fun up there too.
Let's have some fun on stage. Why am I stressing out whether or not this tag is going to hit?
Because sometimes the tags don't hit, Tim, and it's worth stressing over. It's worth losing sleep over, honestly.
I went 1 for 3 on new tags, and
that's pretty good, actually. That's Hall of Fame.
I'm in the hall with those.
We've talked about that.
Batting a fat 333.
333?
I'm in.
Oh my god, dude! You'd be winning the NL or AL batting champion too.
Absolutely, they'd be hanging my little jersey up in the dang rafters.
So
hey,
I'll hang the Nike sweatshirt up in a comedy club one day.
Dude, this thing has got the shit beat out of it. I saw a photo of me from 5 years ago, and guess what, Tom? I was wearing this hoodie.
Yep.
I gotta get some new clothes.
Yeah.
I'm the jeans king now.
I really like the jeans you're rocking. You got loose jeans. You're having fun up there. You're a new guy, dude.
I'm a whole new man. Mike. I mean, it just took. I think it took 2 full years of getting hit with a baseball bat every day of being in New York. You know, I have heard you have to go through the bowels of New York, and if you can come out on the other end, you will be a better comedian at the other end of that.
Good.
And I don't think I'm absolutely through the bowels yet, but I am going through like a large intestine, I would say.
I am getting comfy in the bowels.
But I am surrounded by shit a lot. I don't know what that means.
I'm making way through it like a magic school bus situation.
Yes, that's exactly right.
There. Yeah.
So wait, is the large intestine, which one is the end of it? Is that the small intestine?
I think small intestines is second.
Okay, so I still have a ways to go.
You're still in the large, you're pretty sure? You're looking around.
Damn.
There's some big pieces of shit in here.
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking around, I'm like, yeah, this stuff isn't ready to be pooped out yet.
No, that's a half of apple right there.
Yeah, it's like half poop, but like still a lot of apple core.
Yeah,
who's eating an apple core?
You're like, I'm not only am I in a large intestine, I'm in like a really weird guy's.
And I'm like, intestine. I am concerned for this guy's health. I don't know who would ever do that.
So how did I get in here?
Also, what's the weird fun fact? I don't know this, but like you can take out somebody's small intestine and it can like wrap around the earth 4 times. What is that?
I think that's what it is. It's halfway to Mars and back.
Is the small intestine?
Yeah.
Well, that can't be. It's like it's like 40 feet or something.
I have no idea, but I do love those because like that is something that you could say something that sounds somewhat reasonable, and no one's gonna fact check you.
Mars is a bit of a stretch.
Oh, but around the Earth 4 times wasn't.
I mean, that one's a little closer, right? But I mean, yeah, you could probably take out your small intestine. Damn, so I have a long ways to go.
What is
that? I'm not even in the small intestine.
Is that from What's it from where it's like someone's talking about 15 seconds and he's like, yeah, that's halfway to Mars. And they're like, we've talked about this. 30 seconds to Mars. It's just a name of a band. It's not a fact.
I don't know, but I like that a lot.
Oh, I know what it's from Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stop Stopping. Starring Andy Samberg.
This is where you get upset with me over my filmography. Never seen it.
Hey, guess what? I'm gonna hear that and I'm gonna say, oh, it's a bummer, but Tim, maybe you should someday. And I'm not gonna react angrily and try to ruin your life for not seeing a movie.
No, Tom. You know what? It's a pattern of not seeing movies. That's the problem with you. Sure, I've missed this one. It's a pattern. It's a lifestyle choice of not watching great films.
Okay, Tom. Well, I watched Pop Star Never Stop Stopping, and that is a great film.
Nah, that's a movie.
No, it's a musical.
Oh, so even worse. What do you call a film? Does a film have to be weird? What do you call them films?
I think a film has to be generally disliked.
Oh, now there's a take. Okay. Or generally disliked or not appreciated in its time.
I would say...
Because, I mean, I don't know. By that metric, Napoleon Dynamite would be a film.
Dude, that might be a film.
I would toss that in the film category.
It's a great flick.
So fucking funny. So dang good, Tom.
I think to be a film, it has to maybe not be a commercial success right away.
Was The Godfather a commercial success?
I don't know. That
Was Goodfellas? Don't make a joke, Tom. I know what joke you were about to go for. Don't even do that shit.
I've already thrown one of those out there today, so I just didn't. I don't know. That was what you were.
Yeah, I could hear it. I could hear it in your voice. And I was like, don't you fucking dare. I'm dyeing my hair. Lizzie finally agreed that I can dye my hair.
Is this something you've wanted to do?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I was like, I'm like, Lizzie finally gave you permission?
Absolutely not. Lizzie, I think Lizzie would dump me on the spot.
I would ask her to.
I think she would be more upset if she caught me with like a container of Just for Men over if she caught me like with a prostitute.
You think so? Ask her right now. Is she in the room?
Nah, she bailed.
Damn.
She just, no, I would never.
If that happened,
if
you dyed your hair jet black, I would ask Lizzie to break up with you, not because I want you to feel more pain, but I'd be like, hey, Tim's got to experience some real consequences here. this is bad behavior.
He's been scooting through life. It's been too easy for him. Okay, he's in the large intestine, just kind of hanging out. We need to get this guy. He's got 40 more years in the small intestine. He's got to go to Mars and back. But no, that's a little joke I like to play, and I like to see people's reaction when I say it. I've never once gotten somebody going, "Oh, nice."
No.
Everyone's always like, "Oh."
Why though?
Yeah, because it is embarrassing. If I showed up with jet black
hair.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. It's pretty gray on the sides and stuff.
Yeah,
it's coming in over here like pretty gray.
Silver.
Are you seeing that?
Fox. I'm seeing it.
Can you see that in the?
Get a little closer.
Can you see that in the zoom?
Yeah, I can see.
Like right here.
Oh yeah, I can see. Oh, geez, it's kind of reflecting off the light.
You know what I mean? And like same on this side. It's like right in here. It's like kind of going gray.
This is great for our audio listeners.
I know. Sorry, I've done 2 visual gags, and we probably shouldn't be doing that.
Oh,
sorry. God damn. Trying to have fun for once in our freaking lives, Tom.
It's good to do that once in a while. We get to do it once a quarter.
Wait, so what how many of the schnees are at the homestead right now?
We got just Sister 5. Yeah, just Sister 5 is here with her BF.
Wait, is the BF?
Shout out Dr. Sam. You've had
Dr. Sam. I was about to say, is this guy I've been beefing with?
Yeah, you've had some beef with him before.
Hey, but I'll tell him that you need to let him know this. Lizzie and I have decided ambien will no longer be a part of our lives.
This is big. This is honestly huge for Sam.
I mean, that's big. I thought I was going to get more praise in a year.
Yeah, this is congrats, dude.
It's just we come to the conclusion on our independent analysis that it's unhealthy.
Yeah, we do want it to be clear. It was not because of his medical recommendation that you're foregoing the ambien.
No, absolutely not. He's not even a doctor yet.
If anything, it kind of drove you more back into it.
Well, I was like, I need to do some more research.
I'm going to try chopping it up first.
I was like, all right, Lizzie, you put it in your ass. I'm going to snort this one. Let's test this thing out.
Because last night when we sprinkled it in our wine, that was too much.
That one got kind of scary. But no, it's just out. It's just out of our lives. I don't think it's any good.
So what's your sleepy time pattern now?
Sleepy time pattern is just
Or
trying
habit.
we'll take a little melatonin.
Okay, you're toning it up.
We'll tone.
Yeah. When I tone, I don't wake up in the morning.
Well, I eventually for sure.
I eventually do, but I like it, yeah. I'm just groggy as hell.
Yeah, you can overtone. We got the tone dialed in.
You toned it down.
I think there we go. There we
Come
go.
on.
I think it's kind of like placebo effect. I think we just need to take they could be sugar pills, and I think it's just a thing of like. It's like starting the wind down process where we've made the decision that it's sleep time. It's the same with like a sleepy time tea. I don't know if you've ever dabbled in the sleepy time tea world, but I'm gonna tell you this.
Lately, I've been doing it.
Huge fan. Love a sleepy time.
Tea. Chamomile, sleepy time chamomile.
Love it, dude. Hey, what do you think about this? This is just such a fool's errand. We accidentally ordered scented toilet paper.
What's the scent? Shit.
It's like lavender, but I'm like, what is this fight? There's no way lavender's gonna outdo the shit.
No chance. And then it's just kind of like poopy lav.
Yeah, and I'm like, this doesn't smell. What do we? I just don't know what could possibly be the benefit here, because it's not gonna like leave my cheeks smelling differently.
Right, because the problem with the smell isn't after you've wiped.
After it, I just don't understand.
Does it make the whole bathroom smell good?
Not really. No, you gotta like sniff it.
I guess if you use it to blow your nose, it's kind of pleasant.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I could see it's not a Kleenex, Tom. It's toilet paper.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone's blown their nose with toilet paper before.
I don't really blow my nose.
What do you do with it?
I just pick my nose.
Just flick it around.
I just kind of get there, or I'll spin it up into like a little dagger, and then I'll shove it in my nose.
What?
Yeah, I should probably start blowing my nose.
That seems so intense, dude.
Now that I'm saying that out loud, I'm like, I don't know if that's good.
That's like what you do for a bloody nose.
Yeah, and it also kind of hurts.
Dude, I think you're entering a new phase of your life. You're off Ambien, you're blowing your nose, you're toning it down at the end of the night.
Toning.
I'm gonna tone it down. That's really fun to say, like, as you take a melatonin.
You want to tone it down? Oh man. Lizzie, we got some new vernacular. Let's tone it down.
She's like, awesome. That's what we needed in this house is new abbreviations. From
new
Tim.
Annoying things that Tim says. Sometimes I will say things to Lizzie and she's just like, okay. Yeah.
Do I have to get on board with this one? Is this one gonna stick?
she kind of knows like now, like just to let it cycle through.
Yeah. Because
I'll go through a little phase where I'll be saying something that just makes no sense, but I like saying it. Yeah. And she's like, I think she's got to the point where she's like, yeah, well, he'll kind of, it's like, let him punch himself out. He'll tire himself out. I'm 9 years old, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm a 9-year-old boy.
Yeah. Don't tell P. Diddy. There we go. Topical reference.
Damn, we circled all the way back.
Wow.
Oh, P. Dizzle. I hope he goes to jail.
Yeah, he's like he flew to like a private island today or something.
Yeah, tough look for the kid. That's not really what innocent people do.
Yeah, dude. Let me get on a jet and leave the country right now.
Let's see. The feds raid your home, so you jumped on a jet and went to Antigua. Ruh-roh.
Place with no extradition treaty.
Classic. Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
What's good is that he's not a very recognizable guy, so he can kind of live under the radar.
Kept a low profile. Do you think he switches up the kind of sunglasses he wears now?
Yeah, he's probably got on his Gucci shades right now.
Well, because like that aviator type shape, I feel like is so associated with him.
That's true. He can also change his name again. Like he was Puff Daddy, and then he was P Diddy, and then he just went to Diddy. Maybe if you just change it to like Did Town, people would know who he was.
Did Town, yeah. Did I do that?
Did he do that?
Did he do that? Yes, he did. I think we've established he definitely did do that.
Oh, he did it. No, he's so guilty. He's fucked. People are saying he's the rap Epstein. Apparently, it's a whole honeypot. It's a whole honeypot thing that they're doing. It's very dark, very weird stuff. I'm happy my dreams were never to be a rapper.
No, or like a sex trafficker.
Yeah, that's also dark.
That would have been such a bad dream to have.
Because what sucks is like I do have the bars to be a rapper. You know this.
I know. I've heard you spit.
But I just don't know if I have that like that kind of lifestyle in me. You know
that being said, we do. Can we tell them we have kind of a fun announcement. Tim has a little EP coming out. It's called Tone It Down, and it's gonna drop. Are you doing the surprise drop still?
Not where I wanted to release this, Tom.
Come on, I had to tell the pod listeners first.
That was going to be a Patreon thing.
All right. Well, you guys aren't going to be able to listen to it unless you're on the Patreon. But a couple of the track. Can we give them some of the track names?
We'll give them one.
Okay. Free Hot Dogs.
Freehotdogs.com.
That one hits. That one goes.
Free Hot Dogs is sick. That one is kind of hard.
Sick.
Well, Tom, don't sell yourself short. Tom made the beats for the entire EP, and kind of produced the whole thing. And he's kind of the 40 of to the Drake.
E40. Yeah. I just can't, but I could never do what you do, you know? I could never you kind of rap.
No, but I know, but like mastering the tracks is just as important as the bars. You know that.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
I just won't get as much credit, and I know that, and I'll I'm fine with that. But
yeah, but this is a passion project. You knew this getting into it. This was a passion project for you.
I know. I just want to be recognized in the Rosemont Mall, though.
I know, but you've done enough commercial stuff. You do 2 for them. You do 1 for you, Tom. That's what this EP was.
All right, this one's for us.
This one's for us.
It's just us.
Oh fuck, Tom. Where are we at? Can we put a bow on this motherfucker?
We gotta wrap this yeah.
Huge.
This comes out Thursday. Oh, this weekend I'm shooting a little travel show idea that I've had cooking up for a while.
Love it.
In the middle of Illinois, Ottawa, Illinois, and then I'll be in Madison with Old K Cook, Sacramento, Dallas in April. Please, Dallas, send people to Dallas.
To Dallas. Please.
I'll buy 3 people's flights if you want to come to Dallas.
Ooh, Dallas. Dallas is a good place. Hey, follow us on freaking Instagram. We got Providence coming up. What else we got coming up? We got Baltimore. We got DC. We got Boston. We got some other things waiting to finalize that I'll put on the internet. But coming out, hitting the headlining button at all these places. So come out, have a good time.
Let's go. I'm gonna try to rat a couple guesties on these Tim Late shows. So.
Kid might rat a spot on the late, finding some cheese.
All right, we love you guys.
He married my sister, now we're living together.